Alright, Bulldog, so I'm testing a new video setup. My computer actually crashed while I was recording this. I'm actually recording it on the computer now using this HDMI connection instead of on an SD card. Today, I am going to be discussing a really important decision that we face a lot in life, which is this idea of, should I make more money now or make less money now or more money later? A lot of times you're going to face this in career decisions, in whether or not to go to college or a training camp or something like that, or to invest more in education, or even in investments in general. But I'm going to talk about this in terms of career. So let's get into it here. He says, I am currently in my 4th year of dental school and will be graduating in 8 months at the age of 28. Upon graduation, I will have accrued roughly $260K in student loan debt at a 7% non-subsidized compounding interest rate. Ouch. That's expensive. That's a lot. That's insane. That's a lot. If I were to start working as a general dentist after graduation, I would likely start around $150K a year. My 2nd year as a general dentist, I would likely be earning around $200K. However, I'm considering specializing in pediatric dentistry as I enjoy working with children, particularly those with special needs. To become a pediatric dentist would consist of an extra 2 years of training, where I would only be earning approximately $50K a year as a resident. After, I would likely start around $220K a year at 4 days a week. My opportunity cost would be large to specialize, roughly $250K in lost salary over 2 years, plus the compounding interest on my loans. Okay, so definitely a big opportunity cost here. He's done some good calculations here, so that's another $250K plus the interest. So okay, that's a pretty big penalty here. But here we go. He says, at this point in my life, I'm very financially motivated and wish to help my retired parents build a family and wealth. To this end, I feel that I should work as a general dentist, focus on learning the business of dentistry, how to be productive, and open/buy and flip clinics. Furthermore, this is the route unknown, the scarier route, if you will, as I will not be under the umbrella of a university with a set curriculum and schedule. On the other hand, pediatric dentistry can be very lucrative, but I know pediatric dentists who make $300K working 4 days a week from 9 to 3 as an employee. The work-life balance that this schedule affords is very appealing to me. However, in my heart of hearts, I would be specializing for the money, as I enjoy working with adults just as much as I do children. Please let me know your thoughts and any book recommendations you may have for me. Thanks again for all your help and everything you have done for me. The book recommendation I would give you is The Richest Man in Babylon, which you can check out here. I think I've done a review on it. If not, I'll go and backdate and do a review. The link is in the description as well. There's a problem here, okay? And this is the thing to understand here, is that he's talking about here this idea that he can make $220K a year as a pediatric dentist and work 4 days a week. And he knows this pediatric dentist that makes $300K a year working 4 days a week from 9 to 3 as an employee. This is not the mindset that you need to have. You need to embrace the fucking grind. You're gonna have to grind for a while. I did this video on the grind. I've got probably quite a few videos on this, but this is something I tell people all the time that you really have to understand, right? This is, again, part of the Bulldog mindset, is this idea that you're gonna have to fucking grind. And I know you think that school and going through extra schooling is the grind. It is sort of, it's like the mini grind. It's not the real grind. There's a point in your life, in any entrepreneur, any really successful person's life, athlete, whatever it is, where they're gonna have to fucking grind for around 3 to 4 years. Like solid fucking grind. I mean, 80-hour weeks. I mean, misery, okay? I did this myself. I went through this period for a long period of time where I was waking up in the morning, going to the gym, running, then I would work my 8-hour day at my regular job, then I'd basically eat some dinner, and then spend another 4 or 5 hours at night, every night, editing videos, making Pluralsight videos, creating my blog posts and my videos and for the Simple Programmer business, and on weekends just working throughout the whole fucking weekend, okay? And I did this for like 3 years in order to get to where I was, but it was required, and it allowed me to get to the point where I am now, but I have passive income and I can do whatever the fuck I want. I make plenty of money, and now I don't have to work as hard. I still grind, I still work my ass off, but I don't have to, okay? But you have to pay the dues to get there. If you make the choice of becoming the dentist now, okay, and making the 150K a year or 200K a year, then you better bust your ass learning the entrepreneur side of it, figuring out how to flip these offices like you said. Yes, it's scary, but yeah, it's one option. But the key thing that's going to determine your success ultimately in the long run between these two choices is not the choices themselves. It's going to be whether you're willing to grind and bust ass and get this shit done and make this shit happen. If you choose the first option, it's fine, okay? But again, you're gonna need to make a lot more money, right? You're gonna have to plan on working those 60, 70, 80-hour weeks for at least a couple of years, maybe 3-4 years, in order to go pay off all that student loan debt. You want to get that paid off as soon as fucking possible. So can you work extra hours, right? Can you build this extra business on the side? Or what are you going to do to bust ass and to grind this out? You're saying here that you can work 4 days a week and make 220K a year. Well, fuck that. Fuck work-life balance. If you grind it out and you work 7 days a week, how much money can you make? Can you make double that? Can you make $400,000-$500,000 a year? If you can make $400,000 or $500,000 a year, you can get that student debt paid off like this, okay? You can take a bunch of money once you get all the student loan debt paid off and pay that off first, and you can invest in real estate, you can invest in business, you can do a lot of stuff with that and build real wealth, okay? But you're gonna have to bust ass for 6-7 days. I know these dentists, they're going and playing golf and they're working 4 days a week and working from 9 to 3. Fuck that. You're not going to do that. You're going to bust ass. You're going to work 6-7 days a week, and you're going to work from 9 to 5 or from 9 to 6, whatever it's going to take in order for you to be able to make that money. That's the key. That's the thing. You got to hustle, right? You got to grind this out. Most people, they want to find that work-life balance. They want to find this kind of cush job. And I know you're working, I know you're busting your ass, but I'm just telling you, like, this is what you got to plan. This is how you got to decide, right? Guys, when you're making this decision between making money now or later, okay, think about it not in terms of just the decision itself, but what are you going to do? Right? And you need to honestly ask yourself, if you're not going to, I would probably not take the first choice, honestly. And I'll tell you why. Either one can work out, but I'll tell you why. Are you actually going to go and while you're a dentist, go and spend all that extra time that you need to learn about how to, be the entrepreneur side of it, to flip these offices and do this stuff, right? It's less guaranteed. But if you go to school for 2 more years and you become a pediatric dentist, you can absolutely control that you're going to work 6 days a week, right? You can schedule that in and you can actually make that money. Ultimately, pay off that student loan as quick as possible. Like I said, if you go through the school for the extra 2 years, do not come out thinking that you're going to work 4 days a week and 9 to 3. No, 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 no. That's the mistake. That's the biggest mistake that you can make is to not hustle, is not to grind it out for a few years. And fuck, if you do this, if you're willing to do this and pay off that student loan debt and grind it out for 3 or 4 years of working ridiculous, insane hours, you'll be set for the rest of your life. This is the price that you have to pay. And every single successful person, millionaire that I know that's been successful, myself included, we've had to do this. We've had to fucking grind it out for 2, 3, 4 years, and it's been miserable and it's tough, but you got to do it. You got to pay your dues. I hope this helps you. I hope this makes sense to you, right? My advice here again, and I hope this helped a lot of you that are trying to make kind of similar decisions. The better thing is to focus on how hard are you going to work? How are you going to bust ass? What are you going to produce from this? Not this idea of, which mathematically is the better choice. That doesn't fucking matter. You're already up shit creek with $260,000 in student loan debt and a 7% interest rate. Your best bet is to make a shit ton of money, not to figure out how to mitigate that, right? So that's my idea, at least for you. I hope this helps you. Again, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button down below and become a Bulldog. Join the Bulldog mindset. Join the pack. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.